Howdy y'all, you got the Bulldog on the channel. Just a quick one today. We've got this Lincoln Town Car here that I put the motor in. Now the customer said that his seat did not work, his electric seat, and he has to, tow the foot feed and everything because it's run all the way to the back. So can we look at that? Well, yeah, we can. Electric seat, full function, all this kind of stuff. Now we looked it up in the wiring diagrams and it didn't give us the right wiring diagram. Found it in another place because this is a memory seat and they were just giving us power seat wiring, but I had already checked it out and we did not have power coming back here to the seat. So we got the better diagram, the one that was actually accurate, and checked, and we had no power at the seat, of course. Checked all the way up front of the bulkhead connector up in there, and we had power. So then it becomes a scavenger hunt between the seat and up here to find out where the power was interrupted. We pulled the seat out, get in underneath of it, checking the harness here in a couple different places to see if we had power in one spot. There's splices in various different places along the harness, and any one of them can be corroded or broken. I assumed it would be where it split out of the plastic and made a hard 90 degree to go somewhere, and it was not. And check this one up here, and it was not there. That's where the power goes to the console. But you just end up having to take it all apart and dig, and guess what we find? Try to get the light to where it doesn't glare for you. Look at that. That is inside the car where the wires all junction together. Now it's a pretty easy fix, but this is why you don't use butt connectors, crimps, all that kind of junk. This is supposed to be dry and sealed, and as you can see, it just corroded to pieces. Lots of different things would have quit, but he noticed the seat not working. We'll take all that apart and solder in a deal, and we'll use our Kimball Midwest solder with the hot glue inside of it, and it'll seal it up watertight. There's reasons we do things the right way, and so you don't have problems like that. And as far as looking for a simple wiring problem, this is why it's not simple. Where is it broken? Yeah, you start at the back, you go to the front, and you start checking places in between that are accessible. Could we have done this without pulling the seat? Yes. Did we know it was there? No. Usually, see, when we pulled this up, you can't see it on the picture here because we don't have smell-o-vision yet. But this is musty as all get out. We've got rust underneath here. 9 times out of 10, when you have a problem, moisture related, that's causing rust. It causes the musty smell. If you have a connection somewhere in that line, it's going to corrode because it's moist. That's why it did that up front, but it's further up the line. We were expecting to find problems down low, so that's where we looked first, the most obvious place. It wasn't in the most obvious, and again, the wiring diagrams and the information that they give you, they don't actually tell you where those splices are. It's between here and here. Okay. Most of the time, they don't tell you where those things are either. You get basic information like this bulkhead connector or this ground location. They do usually say where they are. I assumed we would have a bad ground when we saw the rust underneath the seat. So that was the first thing I checked. It wasn't the case. And then we checked for power back here. We didn't have no power, we had low power. So we knew we were most likely looking at a corroded connection because it was letting through 1 or 2 volts. There's no substitute for just getting in there and digging into it, unfortunately. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. Talk to you later.